Did you know there's a new TeaDracula patron?
Now hosting 7 tiers. The rewards can range from exclusive audios.
I hope you don't mind that I got up here and sat on the bed with you.
To updates.
But, hi there. It's nice to see you all.
To voting on new content. From $1 to $50. I'm forever thankful.
See you there.
Hi there everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a throwback. I'm going to be reading to you. Hopefully there should be the sound of soft rain and or thunder, and I encourage you to sit somewhere comfortable, to relax, and to imagine with me. This video will not be cut at all unless there is an audio error, meaning that it is as if we are reading this book together for the first time. Today I'm going to be reading you excerpts from Good Omens. It is a favourite book of mine, and I hope you will enjoy sitting in with me today. I hope you're comfortable. In the beginning. It was a nice day. All the days had been nice. There had been rather more than 7 of them so far, and rain hadn't even been invented yet. But clouds messing the east of Eden suggested that the first thunderstorm was on its way, and it was going to be a big one. The angel of the eastern gate put his wing over his head to shield himself from the first drops. "I'm sorry," he said politely. "What was it you were saying?" "I said that one went down like a lead balloon," said the serpent. "Oh. Yes," said the angel, whose name was Aziraphale. "I think it's a bit of an overreaction, to be honest," said the serpent. "I mean, first offense and everything. I can't see what's so bad about knowing the difference between good and evil anyway." "It must be bad," reasoned Aziraphale, in the slightly concerned tones of one who cannot see it either, and is worrying about it. "Otherwise, you wouldn't have to be involved." "They just said, get up there and make some trouble," said the serpent, whose name was Crowley, although, thinking he was changing it now, Crawley, he decided, was not him. "Yes, but you're a demon. I'm not sure if it's actually possible for you to do good," said Aziraphale. "It's down to your basic, nature. Nothing personal, you understand." "You've got to admit, it's a bit of a pantomime, though," said Crawley. "I mean, pointing out the tree and saying don't touch it in big letters. Not very subtle, is it? I mean, why not put it on top of a high mountain or a long way off? Makes you wonder what he's really planning." "Best not to speculate, really," said Aziraphale. "You can't second-guess inevitability, I always say. There's a right and there's wrong. If you do wrong when you're told to do right, you deserve to be punished." They sat in embarrassed silence, watching the raindrops bruise the first flowers. Eventually, Crawley said, "Didn't you have a flaming sword?" Said the angel. A guilty expression passed along his face, and then came back and camped there. "You did, didn't you?" said Crawley. "It flamed like anything." "Oh, well, it looked very impressive, I thought." Yes, but, well, lost it, have you?" "Oh, no, not exactly lost, more—" "Well?" Aziraphale looked wretched. "Oh, if you must know," he said, a trifle testily. I gave it away." Crawley stared up at him. "Well, I had to," said the angel, rubbing his hands distractedly. Oh, they looked so cold, poor things, and she's already expecting. And what's with the vicious animals out there and the storm coming up, I thought, well, where's the harm? So I said, look, if you come back, there's not going to be an almighty row, but you might be needing this sword, so here it is. Don't bother to thank me, just do everyone a big favour and don't let the sun go down here.
He gave Crawley a worried grin.
That was the best course, wasn't it? I'm not exactly it's entirely possible for you to do evil, said Crawley sarcastically, as Aziraphale didn't notice the tone. Oh, I do hope so, he said. I really do hope so. It's been worrying me all afternoon. They watched the rain for a while. Funny thing is, said Crawley, I keep wondering whether the apple thing wasn't the right thing to do as well. A demon can get into real trouble doing the right thing. He nudged the angel. Funny if we both got it wrong, huh? Funny if I did the good thing and you did the bad one, eh? Not really, said Aziraphale. Crawley looked at the rain. No, he said, sobering up. I suppose not. Slate-black curtains tumbled over Eden. Thunder growled among the hills. The animals, freshly named, cowered from the storm. Far away, in the dripping woods, something bright and fiery flickered among the trees. It was going to be a dark and stormy night. 11 years ago. Current theories on the creation of the universe state that if it were created at all and it didn't just start, as it were, unofficially, it came into being between 10 and 20,000 million years ago. By the same token, the Earth itself is generally supposed to be 4,500 million years old. These dates are incorrect. Medieval Jewish scholars put the date of creation at 370 BC. 3760 BC, my apologies. Greek Orthodox theologians put the creation as far back as 5508 BC. These suggestions are also incorrect. This was all just too incorrect. One of his abides took the calculations further and was able to announce triumphantly that Earth was created on Sunday the 21st of October, 4004 BC at exactly 9 AM because God liked to get work done in the early morning while he was feeling fresh. This too is incorrect, by almost a quarter of an hour. The whole business with the fossilized dinosaur skeletons was a joke that paleontologists haven't seen yet. This proves two things. Firstly, that God moves in extremely mysterious, not to say circuitous ways. God does not play dice with the universe. He plays an inevitable game with his own universe, his own devising, which might be compared from the perspective of any other player to being involved in a dark room with a complex version of poker in a pitch-black room with blank cards for infinite stakes. With the dealer who won't tell you the rules, as well as he smiles all the time. No, secondly, the Earth's a Libra. The astrological prediction for Libra in the Your Stars Today column of the Tadfield Advertiser on this day history begins. Reads as follows. Libra, 24th September to the 23rd of October. You may be feeling run down and always in the same old daily round. Home and family matters are highlighted and are hanging fire. Avoid unnecessary risk. A friend is important to you. Shelve major discussions until the way ahead seems clear. You may be vulnerable to a stomach upset today, so avoid salad. Help could come from an unexpected quarter. This was perfectly correct on every count, except the bit about salads. It wasn't a dark and stormy night. It should have been, but that's for the weather. For every mad scientist who had a convenient thunderstorm just on the night of his great work to be finished lying on the slab, there have been dozens who have sat around aimlessly under the peaceful stars while Igor clocks up the overtime. But don't let the fog, with rain later temperatures dropping to around 45 degrees, give anyone a false sense of security. Just because it's a mild night doesn't mean the dark forces aren't abroad. They're abroad all the time. They're everywhere. They always are. That's the point. 2 of them lurked in a ruined graveyard. 2 shadowy figures, one hunched and squat, the other lean and menacing, both of them Olympic-grade lurkers. If Bruce Springsteen had ever recorded Born to Lurk, these 2 would have been on the album cover. They had been lurking in the fog for about an hour now, but they had been pacing themselves, and could lurk for the rest of the night if necessary, with still enough sullen menace left for the final burst of lurking around dawn. Finally, after another 20 minutes, one of them said, "Bugger this for a lark. He should have been here hours ago." The speaker's name was Hastur. He was the Duke of Hell. And that is part of the epilogue and chapter 1 of Good Omens. I really hope you all enjoyed that. As I said in my last reading video, I apologise if there was any misenunciations or things I did not say correctly. I just thought this would be nicer doing it the first time with you all. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope the rest of your day and or evening is pleasant.